Welcome to Secrets and Sabotage. And our next guest, I'm sure everyone is going to be very happy to listen to. She's an absolute diamond. She will remember her from Big Brother. Fan favourite, I might add. Should have won, potentially, but bless Jordan did. Yinrun, welcome to the show.
Woo!
How you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for having me here.
Oh, I'm so happy to have you on. Big Brother came back after a massive gap and you guys absolutely smashed it. What an absolute fantastic way to bring Big Brother back to our screens. I actually went to the very first Big Brother 20 years ago when Craig won. And the last time I came back was your one. So it was a fantastic show this year. You guys have paved the way again.
I did not know that you were on Big Brother.
Do you know it now?
I know it now.
I know it in a second.
I didn't know it.
Who is
Liar!
this guest?
So Big Brother, I didn't know, 1% Club is one of my favourite shows.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so good, isn't it? I actually went on the 1% Club way before I went on Big Brother.
Right.
But it was aired afterwards.
Right.
So there's like a time differences there.
Yeah.
And if you watched the 1% Club, that's why you would know why I didn't get on the Traitors. Not enough.
The 1% Club though, like that show, because there's some of them that I've like. Have you ever watched Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah.
And there's questions for like the £100, the easy one.
Yeah.
And you go, I've never heard of that. I've got no clue what that is about. And then some of the hard ones, you know, really easy. And the 1% Club, there's so many times I've got really far, but I've even watching it, I've never got to the 1%.
Really?
Not once.
Yeah, I watched the 1%. My wife is brilliant at it, but there's some of the questions I just can't get. It's simple as that.
Some of the questions, so they've got a formula that they use.
Right.
So some of them, if you've seen them a lot, so if they go, what's the next letter? And it's like M, T, W, you know it's days of the week.
Yeah.
Like there's certain things like that.
Yeah.
But I only know now because I've watched so many episodes.
Yeah.
You're a proper pro of the 1% Club.
Yeah, I've still never got to the 1%.
No, my wife
enough.
My wife absolutely loves it. Going back to Big Brother, though, I think you gave us some of the most iconic moments from last year. It was absolutely phenomenal with the wig, etc. It was such a good show. It was epic, and you was a massive fan favourite. You know, everyone absolutely loved you. What was that experience like for you?
I really enjoyed it. It was the best opportunity experience that ever happened in my life.
Yeah.
Thinking about, because I was from China and I came all the way. I was just thinking about to do my study here and probably find a job. Never thought about one on a reality TV show. And not even, it's Big Brother coming back.
Yeah.
And every day in the Big Brother house with all these brilliant housemates, it's the best experience.
Was it hard? Because I look at Big Brother. So I auditioned for Big Brother way back in the day. And one of the first seasons. A friend of mine actually thought I got on it because at the same time I auditioned. So do you know when you go through all the rounds of auditioning? I got down to the last round.
Yeah.
And then the part where they make the selection where they whisk you off before you go in, I took a job doing a theatre tour in Germany. So I left the country. So everyone that knew me thought I was going into the Big Brother house and watched it thinking at some point they were going to see me. But I remember watching when I was going through the audition process thinking, that just looks like a posh prison and I don't know if I'm going to be okay.
I actually think, because it really gave me a reason to experience with no phone, how would the life be? Because right now, nowadays, who would live without phone?
Yeah.
Not many people would do that, but Big Brother gave me the proper reason to live without my phone for 6 weeks. How did that feel? And I loved it. I didn't feel like guilty. I didn't feel I need my phone. I just feel like I'm here for a reason without my phone, and I enjoyed it.
See, 6 weeks without my phone, I could do. But sat in a box for 6 weeks without my phone, I might have burnt that place down.
Well, I would say that I mean, when I was away on the different for the Traitors, because we were able to go back and our individual lodgings. You guys are there 24 hours a day.
Yes.
It's a very different experience from the traitors, where obviously no phones, no contact. So that was a really refreshing feeling as well, not to have your phone, but to be in your environment where it's non-stop. We could have our evenings, we could go and sleep, relax.
You can watch TV.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say relax, but we went and tried to relax. But with Big Brother, it's such a unique experience that unless you've done it, you'll never know what that feels like.
Yeah. Because like I was just thinking about the difference. If in the traitors, I reckon you probably have a schedule. Like, okay, I know, right? In the daytime, we are going to have the challenge, and then round table, and then everything following on, waiting for the result of the murder, and then breakfast. Yeah. But in Big Brother, we are continuously waiting for something to happen. Yeah. So that kind of anxiety. Yeah. We are just waiting. Is Big Brother going to do something now? Like in the morning, we get up. Is something going to happen? Yeah. So even though we are not doing anything, we are waiting for something to happen.
Always on.
I think of it like that because actually, you would you would get the voice would come and you'd have a mission. You'd have to react to it. Yes. So you're right. With us, we did have a structure, but yours was completely
random.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I bet it was quite an intense experience, Emma.
Yes, I think
24/7 as well.
24/7.
Yeah. What's life been like after?
Oh, it was amazing. It was just like, it opens a new world to me. Yeah. I will never think about one day I would do social media, doing content creation, but that's my career now. Yeah. And I enjoy it so much because it's a continuously changing world again.
Did you do that before?
Never. Before I went on Big Brother, I have 20 followers on my Instagram.
What? Like brag.
Well, let's actually talk about that. So a couple of things. So the first thing I'm going to start with, obviously after the show, but the first thing I'm going to start with, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Recently just got married. And if you are a man and you want to know how to propose in such an amazing way that your fiance done to you, it was, I watched it and he brought a tear to my eye. He learned how to pronounce it, he learned how to say it, he learned how to propose. What an amazing video he done. That's how to do it, men. It was flawless.
I don't need these high expectations. I was doing this show talking about fitness, and one of the things that annoy me, and it was Paralympians. Paralympians annoy me because they're too motivational. I will sneeze and put my back out and go, I'm not going to the gym today. And I watched this guy he'd lost his legs from the knees down, and competed in a bodybuilding competition, and he was shredded. And I looked at him and I was like, I can't say I'm not going to it. Yeah. If he can do it, there's no reason for me not to do it. And then you go about, when someone goes, this proposal was amazing, I'm like, shut up. I don't want to see it, because it raises expectations.
He set the bar very high.
Highest it can be.
So how did he do it?
Yeah. He did it. He learned the Chinese secretly. And he did the whole speech in Chinese, in Mandarin.
Secretly?
Yes. I had no idea. I seriously had no idea. Yeah.
Did he learn to speak Chinese, or did he learn just the
how to propose? Yeah.
Yes, he learned the speech by himself before, because I told him like several words, so he could say like eat, 吃饭. Yeah. And he can pick up these words, but he can never formulate a sentence by himself, but he learned the whole speech by himself.
Well, to be fair, it's like the easiest language.
It was, and also me and my wife watched it at home, and the way, not only did he do that, which was absolutely phenomenal, but when coming onto your content and what you do for a living now, a content creator, etc., they'd done a video together, and they were going to do one of their normal routine videos, and he stopped at the beginning. It was such a natural reaction where he caught you off guard, and then got down on one day. Oh, it was absolutely fantastic.
Average. Wow, fantastic.
What a man you've got there. Well done. Fair play.
Thank you.
How did that feel?
It feels very dreamy. Yes, and I can't believe I'm married now. So everything just happens very quick. If you asked me 2 years ago, would I think about, I'm getting married? Even 1 year ago, would I get married like after a year? I would never. No chance. But right now, I just feels like, it's the right time. It just came so naturally.
Dreams come true sometimes.
Yes, and it's come true in a very natural way as well. I just feel like it's the right person, the right timing.
And watching you together, his parents, your parents came over, so there was both sets of parents, and then just you two, which was lovely.
Yes.
Not planned. It was like quick. It was all quite. No one knew, and obviously then we saw your videos, etc. So and it's gone through the roof. One of the most popular videos you've done on there as well.
Oh, thank
and then
you.
talking about them together, and now he does do your videos with you as well, doesn't he? So
Yes.
that's some amazing stuff.
Yes, because we film a lot of couple content together, and I'm so glad to see people also notice Luke came out of his shell.
Yeah.
As well, and it just built a lot of confidence within him, which I feel so proud of.
Oh,
so it's just
You can learn that. You can learn anything. It is. I think it's one of the hardest languages to learn.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he's very smart, and it just also it makes me so touched. It shows how much effort he put in and how serious he was.
True love. True love. True
Thank
love.
you.
You can see when you do something like, what does he do for a living? What does he do for work?
He used to be a game developer.
Oh, okay.
Yes, right now he's still developing game,
But not as much.
Yes, because he's helping me doing a lot of content as well.
Yeah.
And he really enjoys doing content.
Well, we love watching your videos. Well, some of your ones recently as well, about trying the different foods, etc. So the duck blood, I saw the other day, the chicken gillets.
Chicken gillets, right? Dutch blood.
Duck's blood, yeah. So not authentic.
Sorry. Do you know what I heard?
Mm.
Dutch blood.
Ducks.
And I thought, you
Ducks.
fucking psychopath.
Duck's
blood.
Yeah, duck's blood.
So you are a fan of
Huge fan.
She is.
Huge
How
fan.
huge?
Super huge. Look at the size of me.
I've seen some of her videos come out when it first came. So did you watch it live, series one, or you watched it later down the line? Didn't you?
I watched Traitors season 2 live.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I can't hold the waiting time. That's the time I watched the season 1.
Season 1.
Yes, and I just loved it.
Right.
I just keep watching it. Oh, it's so long. Wait for season 3 to be back.
Seems ages, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So good, yeah.
I was the same. Season 1 I watched after it had already been out.
Yeah.
And I watched it because I had nothing to watch, and I went on BBC iPlayer. And I thought, what's this? I thought, do you know what? And I saw Claudia. It just looked enticing.
Yeah.
And I watched it, and I thought, this is awesome. In saying that, I think we mentioned it before. I didn't like it for the first 10 minutes because they told us who the traitors was, and I was like, why would you tell me? I wanted to find out through the show, but then 30 seconds later, you're screaming at the TV because you know. And you're like, oh, this is much better.
And I think the charm of it is, as the audience, we know who's the traitors, and we see the reaction of the faithfuls.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people the same as you going, oh, it spoils it. No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Absolutely.
It makes
takes
it
you
better.
on the journey.
Exactly.
So you can see from both perspectives, can't you, what that journey looks like.
So, because I'll tell you what it does, there's a lot of, again, social media content that does this, where they show you the end and then they show you the clip. And it's the journey of how you get there, because you know where it's going.
Yeah.
Or you've got an idea of where it's going, and then it's watching. So you think with food videos, they'll show you the dish, and then they show you how they make it.
Journey. Yeah, the journey.
Yeah. Whereas if you just show me a bunch of ingredients, I might not care. So because that you're so invested, and plus watching other people get stuff wrong that you know and it's right is so frustrating.
Yes.
And again, that makes for great viewing.
I just think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's very good, especially this season. 3 female traitors.
Yeah.
Wow. All the twists still there, but they are new twists. And because we are right now at the end of episode 3, and the very last scene was real replacement.
Yeah.
Wow. Bring them back. Bring them back.
Yes.
So let's talk about that. So
Yeah.
how did you feel about that twist at the beginning? Obviously, what was your watching it as a viewer?
I somehow knew they would be back. Those 3 people would be back. But the continuously waiting, it's like what we just mentioned. we know the result, they might be back, but when the moment they are really, really back, you just feel the excitement.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to see. This is what I'm waiting for. That kind of excitement. I can't wait to see the new chemistry those three people bring in.
Very good point. Very good point. Indeed. We were talking about that with one of our previous guests. How is that going to change the group's dynamics, etc.? So it's going to be really, really interesting. Any standout characters for you, first of all? Have you got your eye on anyone?
Because we were talking about the real replacement, there's one guy, I can't wait to watch his reaction once he joined back Jack.
Jack, yes.
Yorkshire lad, I'm going to take this one party. I was like, yes, come on, Yorkshire.
Right. Love that.
Yes.
And I think because they sacrificed themselves at the beginning, I think they should be obviously rewarded coming back, obviously.
Such a selfless behavior for three of them.
Yeah.
But they're back to the more, like, this is at the end of the game, the traitor is the independent game. It's an independent game.
Absolutely.
So they, being three selfless people coming back, I don't think they would be as selfless as they used to be.
No, I'd agree with you because I think they're gonna. The things that I was thinking might happen was either they're going to have a unit now because they've been through. Remember when you spoke about trauma bonding?
Yeah.
And you'll get the same thing of being when you're enclosed in that environment with those people there. They've kind of got their own separate little bond now of the three people that sacrificed for the greater good. So I think they're going to have some sort of bond. And my thought is, will that get messed with by the show? Are they going to do something that, because it's the same when you and Amos came back.
Yeah.
Like Kieran cries every time I mention his name. We're not allowed to talk about him without Kieran crying. Like,
May I ask?
Yes.
Well, that bonding still was there when you be picked as the new traitor. Do you feel like kind of very guilty, or I left Amos there?
Yeah, I mean, for me, the bond is similar to you. Like, I don't know if you still speak to some of the contestants. When you've got a bond with a lot of people, like for us, one day was like 4 days. Like for you, it must have been even worse. But I was out of my comfort zone. We was in the middle of Inverness. We were taken away. I really liked Amos.
Good show.
Yeah. The emotion. And because you are, as you were quite, no phone, no contact with your family, no nothing at all. So your relationship sort of speeds up really, really quickly. And then when Amos got killed, obviously, I was absolutely devastated. And that's why I really struggled becoming a traitor at the end. Because I'd been a faithful for so long.
Yeah.
But as you say, I think the other three that come back in now, it's going to be, are they going to come back the same people as when we left them? Yeah. Or are they going to go, right, I'm now in the game. Yeah. I'm going to
I think it'll be different. I think they'll be different. I think going through anything will make you different coming through the other side of it.
And I think a new recruitment is happening.
Oh, there has to be.
Yes.
Do you think one of them will come back as a traitor? One of the...
I think at least one.
I think so, yeah.
At least one.
I'm going for all three.
I want
all three traitors.
I'm going for all three.
Really?
I have all three.
I don't know, and it's wild accusations as normal in the traitors, but I think it's two scenarios. They're going to all come back as traitors because they sacrificed themselves at the beginning, especially as we've just lost the traitor team.
Yeah.
And you can have up to six odd traitors, whatever it is.
Wow.
Or one, as you quite rightly say. And will the other two go back in as a faithful, or will they chop the other two?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's It's great TV. Yeah. I'm very anxious to see what happens to the three of them.
If there were 5 traitors, then traitors are taking a huge advantage, though. Yeah, it's like it's 5 people here, probably a quarter or a third.
Yeah. You look. So if you're if you're a season 3 cast member. Yeah. You watch season 1 and 2.
Exactly.
So your expectations are different from one. Yeah. So you're going to think differently now. So when people come back from the dead, if you like, your instinct is going to start going, are they traitors? Yeah. Well, I'd be sitting there going, I know one of them, at least one of them is a traitor.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I'm going to trust none of them.
That's what I found. It's actually quite funny because from season 3 and onwards, I guess people would learn a lot from the previous people.
Yeah.
And you as a pioneer, you must find, I think it must be extremely difficult for you to like analyze the situation because everything is new.
Yeah.
Everything is novel.
So that's exactly, so when me and Amos come back, we left like a nice happy lineup. And things had changed so quickly. Characters had changed. We came, I mentioned it to one of our other guests come on. When I came back and went to the round table, first of all, it was quite horrific to see how the game had become a game really, really quickly.
Because you joined the in the middle of the game.
5 we came back. So, they're coming back in episode 4. So very, very similar. So basically a like for like, apart from one episode. But as you quite rightly say, I think all of them, if they all come back, they're all going to be looked at. Because they guarantee one of them is going to be a traitor. So and
imagine if none of them are though. That's another thing I was thinking about. Watch it back. I go maybe because all these things. You've mentioned this many times, and it's something that sticks to me. Every time you think of 5, 6, 7 scenarios, it's something else. So maybe none of them.
This is how good the traitors is, because like, we've all got our theories, fans, past contestants, etc. We've all got our theories, but we're probably all going to be wrong. To be honest.
It's such a great show.
They are brilliant.
Oh, it's brilliant for that.
They are masterminds. So what did you think of the first eviction with the first murder, Yin?
Oh, I was gutted. I was super gutted because our name is even similar. And it just, when I saw her, I just feel like, oh, I hope she would do well.
Clever, wasn't she?
Super clever, super intelligent, very profound, such a brilliant lady. Just you can see how intelligent she already shines through. And I had just that feeling because how obvious that is. Probably it put a target on her back straight away.
Do you think she played it wrong coming in, being so vocal that quickly? And because she was so smart, because she had a very, very good game plan, she was super intelligent, but she was very vocal about it. So that was her catastrophic mistake, as you say, I think.
I wonder if she herself would regret it, but I think she was being herself.
She was who she was.
She was being herself, and
being themselves.
and would they regret being themselves, or would they either choose to be someone else but stay in the game?
Very good point.
So
remain true to yourself. But with there's a two sides to that coin, because you want to survive. And sometimes if you are that smart, you are a threat to other people, because she was super smart, super intelligent.
I still think that Leanne has come in with the best game plan.
Leanne, the soldier.
The ex-soldier, because no one is...
in the pink suit she had on first.
Because so I think it was such a good game plan, because even when she said, I'm ex-military, I thought, no, you're not. Like, it was so... And when you watch her do her interviews in comparison to how she is in general gameplay, they're two different people.
And she's
really good.
She said her job was a nail artist, right?
The beautician.
Yes. It's super smart, and I wonder if we will see if season 4 people would actually pick on that, trying not be themselves and trying to hide their intelligence to going forward. I think it would probably be the gameplay down the line.
Oh, I believe.
But it's still also the charm to see some people still chose to stick true to themselves, even though I know I'm in danger. I put myself in danger now, but I have to do this because this is who I am.
I am who I am,
That's the charm as well. So we will see.
I'll tell you what I'd like to see with Leanne. This is how I'd like her to get found out. I hope someone else asks her to do their nails. Up, and they go, hold on.
I broke my nail. Could you help me?
She's got
left on the right. Who are some other standout characters for you, Ian? Who do you think, like Nathan went first of all, is there anyone you've got your eye on? Anyone you think, they're playing a good game or they're a bit quiet, or who is anyone you're watching at the moment?
I really like Alex.
Yeah.
Alex is a guy who mentioned, I still remember what he said. He said, I'm not going to put myself into the group thinking. I trust my own judgment.
Yeah.
Because the other group was targeting Kaz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's thinking, no, I think Kaz is all right. I'm not going to drop into the group thinking. I found that very brave.
Yeah.
Because
he was outspoken with it as well, because
Yeah.
when they were speaking outside, and he was actually stood and went, no, I don't think it's Kaz.
yes,
And I was like, that's actually, it's very brave. And
Yes.
it's not traitorous behaviour.
exactly. It's very faithful behavior because
Yeah.
I'm entitled to have my own judgment.
Yeah.
And I don't agree with you, even though I think you two probably are faithful, but I can hold different opinions.
Yeah.
Compared to you. I think that's very good. That's very brave. That's why I quite like him, Alex. I'm actually very interested to see more about Charlotte
Yes.
because Charlotte is under great. Charlotte was under great pressure.
Yeah.
A lot of narratives going on about if she is a traitor or if she is a faithful. But I think she handled it very well under that pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She sacrificed herself to go on the raft,
Yeah.
to being losing the, how do you call it? The safety?
The shield.
Yes, losing the shield as well.
Yeah.
But I don't think she would be going this time. I think the other sister is going this
I
time.
was just going to ask you that. Fantastic. Oh, yeah.
Maya.
Yeah.
I'm
Is that
very
what you think? Is that what
I'm
you're
very
thinking?
sorry. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
I
how.
think so.
Yeah, because she's the only one, 100%. No one's going to doubt her anymore.
Yeah.
If you are that safe, the traitor's coming for you.
Charlotte's on the radar, isn't she?
Yeah, Freddie.
Freddie's like the one everyone takes under their.
Yeah.
He's like their little sex symbol in there. At the
Yes.
moment. Everyone loves him.
Yes.
But
Cass.
I think
Cass is also under the radar.
Yeah.
Who else was there?
I don't think they like Freddie inside. I think
Yes.
it's the viewer thing.
I really.
The viewers.
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Viewers love Freddie.
Viewers have taken to him massively.
Yeah.
Yes.
Internally,
Yeah.
there's a lot of questions around
Yes.
him as well.
Well, because you always look at the young innocent, same as what Aaron had the same thing in our season. Aaron, because he was not really not nasty, but he wasn't that open. He would chip in. He sort of blended in a little bit. He wouldn't say too much. He wouldn't say too less. He just sort of played in. But those are the people you would look at as a traitor, potentially.
Yeah. Yes, I think that's why there were some doubts around. I think that's why there was some doubts around Freddie, especially because he was quite emotional when he sacrificed himself. He was saying I didn't want the others to win, which from my perspective, I think it's a quite natural reaction.
Yeah.
Just I think that's reasonable. It's quite but I can see where you're coming from.
yeah, you can see that he's emotional.
Yes.
So I would have loved to have seen them make both sisters traitors. That would have been amazing.
Yes.
Both sisters, because you'd have gone, one of them is a traitor.
Yeah.
Now she'd have been. I think in saying that, they must have known, because if you'd have got both sisters as traitors, the moment you vote one out, the other one's going to the final, because you're not going to suspect them.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
gonna
Well,
suspect
no, that's a good analogy. I think both of them, you would not pick both as a traitor. I think
No.
one or the other is your most common.
Like now,
Yeah.
Once when Imani went out, no one thinks like Mia's going to be a traitor now.
Yeah. However, if Maya stayed for a couple of more nights, people's questions just raised
it'll
up.
come
People
up.
are like,
Yeah.
why is she still here? Because she's 100% faithful now.
Yeah.
Why the traitors not take her out?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that because her very close one are the traitors, or herself was actually a traitor? So I think I actually found very hard to go in the traitors as a previous relationship there,
Yeah.
unless you hide it very well. Like Alex and Tom,
yeah.
they didn't, they wasn't able to hide it
Well,
anymore.
Alex done a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the moment Tom went out, you can see Alex won't be able to make it to the final as a faithful,
Yeah.
and especially when she rejected to join the traitors as well.
Very good point.
Yeah,
Very good point.
I found it's actually harder for a couple of people if they had a previous relationship, being the contestants join the traitors for their journey, it would be more difficult to survive for both of them.
What did you think about Charlotte's tactic with the Welsh accent going in?
I noticed something. It was so funny when they were playing like Charlotte might be one of the person they are going to murder. She was reading the book.
Welsh eyes.
Hello, Welsh.
How to learn Welsh.
That's brilliant.
Bit late for that, mate.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. And we've got to talk about as well, especially in the first few episodes, is Linda. What do you think about where she is at the moment, and do you think she's going to make the next few episodes?
I think, you know what? Because she was that obvious, she might stay.
I'm really hoping she makes it a few more episodes.
Yes.
I really do.
Well, what's the guy's name that called her out straight away?
Jake.
Right.
Yeah.
No one's listened to him.
I know. Yeah.
And he was spot on. with his-
Absolutely spot on.
But
Yeah.
no one, it's really weird, no one is listening to him.
Jake actually called 2 out of 3
Yeah.
traitors already. Like Hermione's gone, who he called out, and then Linda, and then he called Cass, who was actually not a traitor, but 2 in 3. Brilliant.
And Tyler, was it Tyler's into bird watching? Was it Tyler with the feet into bird watching?
Tyler, yes.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Yeah.
I really gravitate towards him. But he was spot on as well. He got money, and I think his last clip is when he came back into the bar and he went, "I've got behind 2 more people." And
yes.
Linda looks up.
Yes.
I think Linda. It's going to be a miracle if she survives to the next round table.
I
you
reckon
think?
Linda is, I'll call it from now, she will be out of here by episode 5. I reckon she's got 2 more. And I know obviously this is happening, but I reckon she's got 2 more in her.
Yeah.
Oh.
I really wish by some fluke of miracle that she made it all the way to the end, because it would be the best TV ever. But realistically thinking, she's got too much hit. Unless something happens to throw something, catastrophe happens, and a faithful makes a silly mistake and puts the radar on them, the writing on the wall is for Linda at the moment, and she's been so entertaining value. It's been she's been the queen of the episodes.
She's been hilarious. She's made it into a comedy.
It's
so, and I think that's quite refreshing, because you think up until now the Traitors hasn't been. It's not there for comedy.
No, absolutely not. Yeah.
But there's now parts in this that have made it funny, because even you think with it in going out in the first episode, just how I've got this, I've got a game plan, I know who I'm going to catch, dead straight away. Armani coming out goes, I think I'm pretty safe.
No one's suspicious.
No one even thinks it's me. I'm going to be here for the long run.
That's a very
wonderful
good point. This year actually has 1 wasn't renowned for funny, 2 wasn't really renowned for funny. Number 3 seems to have so much in it that we are enjoying as a viewer.
Mina is, I think, doing a brilliant job as a traitor.
She's seems to be a viewing favourite.
Yes, the degree she did as a traitor, being quiet enough, outspoken enough, opinionated enough, very, very well done. It's just but I'm very glad to see the 3 traitors Claudia chose in this at the beginning are 3 totally different personalities. So we can see the chemistry coming out. And and I really appreciate Mina actually gave Linda a heads up before.
That's a very good point, actually. She tried to, was it the kitchen?
She said, could we have a talk?
Yes.
So I appreciate that, because that shows that I think that's what makes their trust continues. Does that make sense? Because I was trying to give you a heads up before I do anything.
I would love, and I said it before, I would love them to work as a team, to 2 women to get to the end.
Yes.
But I just have a feeling that maybe Linda's not the one she will take with her. I think it may be a female traitor that comes in with her. I think because if you was a traitor, what would be your game plan? What would be your tactics if you were picked as a traitor? Well, would you like to be a traitor? Would you like to be a fighter?
I refuse to be a traitor.
Right.
I would be the person if Claudia asked me, what would you make a good traitor? Nothing would make me a good traitor. I want to be a faithful. I don't want to be a traitor at all. I just want to... I understand the traitor would have you basically have the map in your hand and it's clear. You have a torch, you know what's going on.
Yeah.
The faithfuls are sleeping in the dark, waking up in the dark, and don't know anything.
Clueless,
But I can't handle the guilty, especially murder someone who's close to me, just to make sure I'm safe. I can't handle that. Just let me be a faithful.
So you're a true faithful, that's all we need to know. She's
Faithful all the way.
Yeah.
I'm 80% on 1%. I'm not good for being a traitor. I'm like, ooh.
So, what would you like to see in season 4?
Oof.
How would you step this up now?
I
Because in my mind, I'm like, give them weapons.
Yes.
But
crossbow.
that's a challenge.
weapons.
Yeah, that they can use on each other.
I want to be a little bit cheeky because season 3 there was Yin. Season 4, let's have a Yinrun.
Yeah.
But seriously, I would like to see. Actually, I always prefer people to be more like themselves rather than similar personality, similar game plan. Just because that game plan seems to work better, seems to make people stay. Because if everyone's using the same thing, other things would shows up. That one wouldn't work at all. So I would want to see people with more personalities just come in, be themselves. Like, I have no clue, but this is what I'm going to do. Does that make sense?
I think would be hilarious. I would love to see, and this is purely for a comedy perspective. Can you imagine if when everyone turned up, everyone was given a package of who their personality was to be?
Yeah.
So you got given this as your
role,
job.
lucky role.
Yeah, everything that's real about you is your name. Everyone's given a role of what they have to do.
That's a good twist.
Wow.
I think that'd be hilarious. So some of you might actually get your role.
Yeah.
Some of you might not get your role. Because you think when they're going through the interview process, you're going to find out so much about that person that you could create a role that you know they might have something like to do with. But that would be, I think that'd be hilarious to watch. Having conversations with people, because imagine if you think you're the only person that's got a different role.
But that would be so much harder because they need to play literally 2 games.
It's hard enough as it is.
They need to act like the role they played,
Yeah.
and then they need to play the traitor's original game. So
People come out of there mentally
breakdown.
anyway.
Who am I?
Yeah, exactly. Claudia.
Yeah.
What do you think of Claudia?
I just adore Claudia. I want to meet with her, like have a chat with her.
Oh, do you know what?
Yes.
She's one of the most... Watching her... So 2 sides. Watching her work as a professional, oh my God, like Claudia, like she is... That's why she's where she is, basically.
Yes.
But to watch her, I was in awe. As obviously now the season's evolved a little bit. To watch her and work with her was phenomenal. Ultra professional.
Oh,
Such a good, dry, cutting sense of humor as well. She's so quick.
and I can't imagine where else she would be living. I can only imagine she lives in that castle.
Yeah.
It's like
She has actually moved in now. It's Claudia's castle, not
Yes.
Angel's castle.
Exactly.
That's what she's called.
Yeah. Well, it is her because she owns it. It is her castle now. If you had the opportunity, I know this answer already. You might have to do the celebrity one now because obviously you are quite known. But you would obviously love to go on the show.
Yes, I would love to. 100%. Just
I hope they put you as a traitor.
oh,
Now you've said this.
Now
you'll
you've said
definitely
it.
be
I
a
think that'd be
traitor,
hilarious to watch.
you want to see me suffer? Oh, not me.
Would you go in with your husband as a combination?
Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. Either he's going or I'm
One
going.
or the other.
I
Yes.
reckon if you went in as a traitor, you'd
Yeah.
probably admit to it at a round table.
Yes.
Guys, I can't do this anymore.
Yes.
It's me.
Yeah.
Guys, listen to me. I would do that. Like, listen to me. I'm a traitor. Don't vote me out. I will help you. I will help you identify the
Part of
others.
the team.
Yes, I'm part of the team.
Quick fire questions as well. So,
Yes.
if they could make it to the final, who would you say potentially could win the show? From what I know, it's 3 episodes in, but complete random picks. Just in case this happened, we'll go back to it and watch it. Who would you think could win that show with what you've seen so far?
Just the first name come to my head, Dan.
Dan, yeah?
Dan was actually the person sacrificed himself
Yeah.
on the rail who was about to come back now. That's my random pick. I'm going to pick such a wild card, Dan.
Yeah, love the wild card. Anyone else? Anyone close after?
Oh, is that Leah we were talking about?
Leanne.
Leanne. Yes, Leanne.
Yeah.
And
To watch, yeah.
let me add one more in.
More.
Linda. No, Lisa or
Lisa. Lisa.
Lisa.
Good
Yes.
pick.
I'd
Very
like to
good.
see Linda win. I think that'd be hilarious.
If Linda won the Traitors, she has a statue erected in the castle and in a local. She's from Hertfordshire, actually.
Yes.
She's from.
You want to put a mechanical device in its neck, so when you walk in, it just
Yes, like that.
Every time you walk past it,
Yes.
yes.
That would be
You put a count in
hilarious.
it and watch it.
Yes. That's brilliant.
Play the Linda game.
Yeah, Linda. Okay.
But yeah, if miracles could happen, and my God, I would love that more than anything. But yeah, she truly deserves it. But she's given us TV gold.
Yes.
Oh, it's been an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Thank you so much. You were one of my guests that I really wanted on, so I'm
Aw.
so happy you've come on.
Thank
It's been
you.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much. Thank you.